Relief at the fact that there was no loss of life or no violence in KZN. It's quite the opposite in Cape Town. Cape Town taxi groups, Kata and Kodeta, have put the brakes on their minibuses this morning. Several people were shot across the metro yesterday. At least 7 were killed. The Western Cape government is pleading for an immediate end to the violence in what's suspected to be a taxi turf war. Nobesuthu Hejana is tracking this story for us. We'll cross to her live in Khayelitsha now. Nobesuthu, thank you for being out there. No services right now from the 2 taxi organizations I just mentioned. What are you seeing on the streets?
Well, Tafua, earlier on we were in Mfuleni taxi rank where it was also empty, and we're now in Khayelitsha site C at the taxi rank, and it's also empty, but just behind me you will see a number of taxis parked here by the Kodeta head offices in site C in Khayelitsha. But just to get a sense as to what is happening in Cape Town with regards to the taxi wars, I'm joined by Mr. Andile Khanyi. He is the spokesperson of Kodeta here in Cape Town. 71 deaths and 33 injuries over the same period. Surely that's something concerning. What is happening?
Look, Sisi, we are shocked as we know. Everybody is shocked about what is happening here in Cape Town, and we really don't know what is wrong, because really each and every day the killing has been taking place. We have lost our drivers. I think on Monday, 4 of them, and 2 of them luckily were survived. And we really don't know what is the motive of the killing, and we don't know where does that killing come from. Really, we are shocked as the owner of the taxi industry. That is why we have taken a decision yesterday that we need to park our taxis, because we know that the drivers are also very, very important to us as well as to their families.
And we are told that this comes from, or it's a result of a taxi war over the PAL taxi route. So what is your understanding, or what information can you tell us about what sort of happened between Kodeta and Kata?
Look, as far as I know, there were engagement that took place between Kata and Kodeta. As far as I know, there were no deadlock at that particular meeting. And that is why I say I really don't know what is a problem, because I believe that the meeting is still going to take place, because there were no deadlock between Kata and Kodeta about the meeting that took place between Kata and Kodeta about the PAL matters. We are still waiting for another meeting, but we really don't know, and we are really shocked now of what is happening to our drivers, because our driver has been killed. That is why we have decided that we must pack our vehicle up until further notice. Hopefully that the meeting that is going to take place today, because we're having a meeting with the Minister of Transport, hopefully after that meeting we will have a good result so that we can be able to resume the operation again.
I mean, your message to commuters who this morning were stranded as well as last night, because you decided, both taxi association decided to pull their taxis off the ranks. So how are you going to relay that message to those people who were left stranded last night and this morning?
Look, yesterday we have Radios Bonela, which I think is based in Khayelitsha, whereby we told our commuters, guys, we know your life is very important to us. You must try to use another alternative transport, because now we are having a problem. We don't want to see a situation whereby one of our commuters has been killed because of the violence that is taking place to our taxis, and which we don't know where does it come from. That is why we said to them, listen, just hold on a little bit. We'll convey the message again, when the taxi is going to operate again.
So at this stage, you're not sure when operations are meant to go back to normal?
Hopefully after the meeting with the minister, we will find a solution. Hopefully, I'm not saying we are going to find a solution, but hopefully, maybe after we meet a minister today, we will find a solution.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Khanyi. Well, Tafua, he is saying that later on this day, they will be meeting with the MEC of Transport, Mr. Dalen Mitchell, Kodeta, Kata, as well as Santako.
That is Nobesuthu Hejana, our reporter, who is tracking the taxi violence in Cape Town. Like she said, more than 100 shootings over the last year. So really worrying, and hopefully there'll be some sort of resolution that they get to after that meeting today with the Minister of Police and the MEC for Transport in the Western Cape.